Will we be seeing Dragon's Dogma 2 in the next year? Welcome back, everyone. I got an article today from What If Gaming called Dragon's Dogma 2 Release Date Leak and All We Know. 10 years later, we're finally getting the magic world of Granis back. Now, the article was written by John Carlo and is published on December 10th, 2022. Dragon's Dogma is an action role-playing game by Capcom, originally released for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 back in 2012. 10 years later, Capcom celebrated the 10th anniversary of the game on June 16, 2022, and with it gave us a big announcement regarding the release of Dragon's Dogma 2. Dragon's Dogma 2 will be released between 2023 and 2024. With Miyazaki taking the lead, Capcom has everything it needs to make Dragon's Dogma 2 successful. The 10th anniversary stream. Although Hideki Itsuno left a lot of questions unanswered during the 10th anniversary stream of Dragon's Dogma, he did mention that the game is already under development. He said that everyone on the development team is already working hard on the game and that the fans of the series should look forward to it, and given that the fans have waited almost a decade, they'll definitely be excited about it. Itsuno is a staple developer and director for Capcom games, and the genius behind the Devil May Cry series. With Itsuno leading the helm, he directed Devil May Cry 2, 3, 4, and 5, and has since been working on no other project, or so it seemed. Dragon's Dogma might have started production at the end of 2020 or early 2021, and any project with Itsuno leading usually takes somewhere between 3 to 4 years between releases. Some close to the development team implied that the team's spirit was good and that they're running tests eternally every 2 months. Taking a look at the development cycle of Devil May Cry 5, Capcom initiated the development of Devil May Cry 5 in January 2016. They later announced it in 2018 with a release date of March 2019. Now, what does this have to do with Dragon's Dogma 2? If we follow up Itsuno's latest development cycle, we could have a Dragon's Dogma 2 with a release date of 2023 to 2024 if all goes well. Dragon's Dogma 2 leak. Dragon's Dogma 2 seems very early in development. However, we have a leak from a now deleted 4chan post. Obviously, take this with the information with a grain of salt. The starting class. Only one starting class is available at the start of the Arisen's Path, the Explorer. Reworked Classes. These classes have been changed and mixed up a little. For example, the Warrior class has been reworked and is now Gladiator, and the Mystic Knight is now a hybrid with an Alchemist. General classes. Other classes with provisional names exist within the game, such as a Spy, Priest, Beast, Hangman, and more unknown. Self-healing. Only magical users can stop time to heal themselves. Other classes must do it in real time while incurring cooldown and effective penalties. Main hub. A wing of Small Ruin Bastonian will serve as the centralized hub for the first part of the game, where players can rest, store items and weapons, and build structures. Camping. You can only camp in new areas once you unlock them by clearing out enemies and threats around them, essentially making them safe. Kind of sounds a little bit like Dragon Age Inquisition. Mobs. Enemies will appear according to the game's area, time of day, and weather conditions. Fast travel. There's still a fast travel system in play. However, the process is not instantaneous, with just a loading screen in transition, and there are fixed points across the playable world that you can travel to only by visiting and unlocking them. In-game movement. Instead of a loading screen, the players will be shown a real-time location of the party and its movement across the map. There's also danger in fast traveling, with the threat of an ambush and losing items and money along the way. The leaker definitely had more details on the other aspects of the game, but according to his comments on the infamous website, he implied more leaks could corner and flush him out of his position. RE Engine. While it was rumored and leaked before, it's official that Dragon's Dogma will be built on the RE Engine. It is the company's main powerhouse, and almost all modern Capcom games are being built on it. Soon after the anniversary stream, Capcom released a press release confirming this news to the fans. The RE engine debuted with Resident Evil 7 and replaced the older framework for this company was using. After the game's huge success, the engine has become the main strength for all future games. Upcoming Capcom games such as Resident Evil 4 Remake, Street Fighter 6 use the same powerful engine. And with a tweet here in this article from Capcom Europe, it says, "The new cycle begins. We're happy to announce Dragon's Dogma 2 is currently in development, built by Dragon's Dogma veteran Hideki Itsuno using a proprietary RE engine, and it will elevate the game's visuals to a whole new level." Multiplayer and cross-platform. If the team behind the game is focusing on giving us the same experience as before, a full-blown multiplayer mode might not be in the cards. The original game had hints of online multiplayer only in its pawn system, which was pretty much it. However, we can speculate that over 10 years of a successful RPG and action games might persuaded Itsuno to reconsider specific game mechanics. The sequel might go beyond the online pawn system and offer co-op play at this time. But even if it does, multiplayer might be an optional feature akin to the Souls-like games. Similarly, there is no official word on what platforms the game would release on, but considering the release window for the game, it may seem like the last-gen consoles are out of the running. For now, an educated guess would be to assume the game is coming to PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S. Even a Switch release seems unlikely, depending on how far Dragon's Dogma 2 pushes the RE engine. That being said, we're fairly confident in speculating that the game will feature cross-platform for all the platforms it releases on. 2015's Dragon's Dogma Online did the same, and there's no reason the developers wouldn't do it again. So that's it for that article, and then I did find a more recent one, actually, that came out on New Year's Eve, and it says Dragon's Dogma 2 gets promising update, and this was actually found on comicbook.com. It's from Tanner Deadman, and it starts by saying Dragon's Dogma fans got not just one, but two updates on the upcoming sequel for Dragon's Dogma 2. This week, in both of which paint the game in its promising light ahead of its eventual release. Doesn't yet have a release date following Capcom's reveal of the game in June, but according to its director Hideki Itsuno, it's shaping up to be an interesting game that Capcom will have more news on soon. Our first update from Itsuno came from the discussion with Famitsu, where developers voiced their hopes and goals for 2023. Those comments from Itsuno were translated to reveal that the progress on the game was moving along well, and as a follow-up to that, Itsuno shared a more public New Year's message for fans that echoed these sentiments. And it says, in quotes, Happy New Year. Development at Dragon's Dogma 2 is progressing well. It's becoming an interesting game, he said in the last tweet shared on that Saturday. And I'll put that tweet on the screen for you guys as well. So I'm super pumped for this game. I like seeing all these updates. The game does, it's right now it's $4.99, I think, on that Xbox sale. So if you haven't played the first one yet, definitely go back in and dive into it. I'm playing now for the second time, and it's actually pretty fun. It's interesting to see Capcom take their stab at action RPG like this. I'm super excited for the second game. I want to know what you guys think. Did you play the first one? Are you guys excited for the second one? What are you hoping to see come back? Do you want the multiplayer? Do you want it more to be single player experience? I'm hoping it doesn't take too much of like the hype that Souls games have now, where they make it a little too difficult, but that just remains to be seen. Let me know all your comments down below. If you guys did enjoy the video, please be sure to smash the thumbs up button. Consider subscribing if you guys are new and want to stay up to date on all the latest gaming news we cover, as well as just turn on the notification bell so you guys never miss an upload. As always, my name is Ross, and I'll see you guys in the next video.